In the quiet corners of the internet and the dusty shelves of forgotten archives, there exist photographs that stir the imagination and defy the boundaries of what we consider possible. These images, steeped in mystery, evoke questions that science struggles to answer. Each photo tells a story, one that weaves together the threads of history, folklore, and the inexplicable. One such photograph, known simply as the Disappearing Man, surfaced in the early 1970s in a small town in the Midwest. The image shows a group of men gathered around a wooden table, their faces illuminated by the warm glow of a single overhead light. They are engaged in what appears to be a serious discussion, but one man stands out. He is partially transparent, his features blurred and indistinct, as if he is fading from existence. The photograph was taken by a local journalist who had been documenting the town's history for a feature article. When he developed the film, he was horrified to find this anomaly. The journalist, intrigued yet unsettled, began to investigate. He learned that the gathering in the photo was a secret meeting of war veterans discussing their experiences in World War II. The man who appeared to be fading was a soldier named Thomas, who had been declared missing in action years earlier. The journalist reached out to Thomas's family, only to discover they had long since moved away, leaving behind only whispers of a tragic past. Despite his efforts, the journalist could find no concrete evidence of Thomas's fate, leaving the image shrouded in an eerie silence. As the photo circulated, it sparked a frenzy of speculation. Some claimed it was a hoax, a clever manipulation of the developing process, while others believed it to be a genuine glimpse into a supernatural realm. Paranormal enthusiasts suggested that Thomas's spirit had returned to the scene of his last gathering, forever caught between the worlds of the living and the dead. The photograph became a topic of debate at local universities, where students and professors alike analyzed its composition, searching for answers that eluded them. Another photograph, known as The Ghostly Child, emerged from an estate sale in a small coastal town in Maine. The image depicted a family standing on the porch of their Victorian home, smiling proudly for the camera. However, in the foreground, a small girl, dressed in old-fashioned clothing, appeared to be playing with a toy. The peculiar thing was that the girl was not part of the family, nor did anyone in the house recognize her. The family who owned the house had lived there for generations, and none had ever seen the child. Intrigued by the photograph, a local historian began to dig into the town's past. She discovered that the house had once belonged to a family who had lost a daughter in a tragic accident. The child, named Eliza, had drowned in the ocean nearby, and her body was never recovered. The historian surmised that the photograph captured a moment from the past, a fleeting glimpse of a lost soul who had lingered in the place she once called home. As the historian shared her findings, the photograph gained notoriety, attracting ghost hunters and paranormal investigators from afar. They flocked to the house, hoping to capture their own evidence of Eliza's presence. Some claimed to hear the laughter of a child echoing through the halls, while others reported cold spots and flickering lights. The house became a local legend, a site where the line between reality and the supernatural blurred. In a different part of the world, a photograph known as the Time Traveler emerged, capturing the imagination of countless conspiracy theorists. The image, taken at a bustling 1940s carnival, featured a man dressed in clothing that seemed out of place. His sunglasses and graphic t-shirt starkly contrasted with the vintage attire of those around him. The man stood in front of a game booth, an expression of amusement on his face, as if he were enjoying a joke only he understood. When the photo was analyzed, experts noted the peculiarities of the man's attire, suggesting it resembled styles from the late 20th century. Theories began to circulate that the man was a time traveler, a visitor from the future who had accidentally slipped through the fabric of time. Some argued it was a clever marketing stunt, while others claimed it was evidence of a secret government project exploring time travel. As the photo gained traction, it began to inspire a series of books and documentaries that delved into the mysteries of time travel, alternate realities, and the implications of such phenomena. The man in the photograph became a symbol of humanity's unending quest for knowledge and understanding, sparking debates that transcended generations. Then there was the infamous phantom airship photograph, captured in the early 1900s. This image showed a massive, unidentifiable airship hovering over a small town, its silhouette stark against the cloudy sky. The photograph was taken by a local farmer who had been out in the fields when he spotted the strange craft. As he clicked the shutter, the airship seemed to shimmer and distort, as if it were not entirely of this world. The farmer's account of the event was compelling. He described how the airship emitted a low hum and cast an eerie glow. However, when he returned to show the photograph to his neighbors, they dismissed him as a storyteller, a man whose imagination had run wild. Yet, as the photograph circulated, it caught the attention of ufologists and historians alike, who began to piece together a narrative of unexplained aerial phenomena. Some suggested that the airship was a prototype of advanced technology, perhaps even an alien craft. Others believed it to be a figment of the farmer's imagination, an optical illusion caused by the setting sun. Yet, as more witnesses came forward, claiming to have seen the airship that day, the story took on a life of its own. The photograph became a focal point in discussions about unidentified flying objects and the possibility of extraterrestrial life, igniting a fascination that persists to this day. In the midst of these enigmatic images, there was the enigmatic reflection, a photograph taken in a dimly lit room filled with antique furniture. The image appeared ordinary at first glance, capturing a group of friends gathered for a dinner party. However, in the reflection of a nearby mirror, a ghostly figure could be seen standing behind them, its features indistinguishable. The photographer, a budding artist, had been experimenting with light and shadow, hoping to capture the essence of the evening. When she reviewed the images, she was taken aback by the reflection. The figure seemed to be watching the group, a silent observer of their laughter and camaraderie. Intrigued, she began to investigate the history of the house, discovering that it had once belonged to a reclusive woman known for her eccentricities. As the photographer delved deeper, she uncovered stories of the woman's tragic life, filled with loss and heartache. The woman had been rumored to have dabbled in the occult, seeking to connect with the spirit world. The photographer speculated that the figure in the mirror was the woman's spirit, lingering in the place she had once called home, yearning for connection. The photograph captivated the art community, sparking discussions about the relationship between the living and the dead. It was displayed in galleries, accompanied by the photographer's reflections on the nature of existence and the unseen forces that shape our lives. The image became a symbol of the mysteries that lie just beyond our perception, inviting viewers to ponder the boundaries of reality. As these photographs continued to circulate, they became part of a larger tapestry of stories, each one adding to the intrigue of the unexplained. The mysterious woman in the window photograph, for instance, captured a solitary figure gazing out from a window of an abandoned building. Her face was obscured, and her expression was hauntingly melancholic. The story behind this photograph was one of urban legends and ghost stories, as it was rumored to be the spirit of a woman who had perished in a fire that consumed the building decades earlier. Those who claimed to have seen her said she watched over the city, a guardian of memories long forgotten. The image sparked a resurgence of interest in the building, which had been slated for demolition. Local artists began to paint murals inspired by the mysterious woman, and the building itself became a canvas for graffiti artists who felt compelled to honor her memory. The photograph transcended its original purpose, becoming a symbol of resilience and the power of storytelling. In a world increasingly dominated by science and reason, these photographs served as a reminder of the mysteries that still linger, the stories that defy explanation. They challenged our understanding of reality, urging us to embrace the unknown and explore the boundaries of our perception. Each image carried with it the weight of history, the echoes of lives lived and lost, and the unexplainable phenomena that weave through the fabric of our existence. The stories behind these photographs became a testament to human curiosity, a reflection of our desire to understand the world around us, even when it eludes our grasp. As the years passed, the fascination with these enigmatic images only grew. They became part of a collective consciousness, a shared narrative that transcended time and space. People from all walks of life found solace in the mysteries, drawing connections to their own experiences and the inexplicable moments that dotted their lives. In the end, it was the stories, the tales of longing, loss, and the search for answers that truly captivated the hearts of those who encountered these photographs. They served as a bridge between the known and the unknown, inviting us to ponder the deeper meanings of existence and the mysteries that lie just beyond our reach. As we continue to navigate a world filled with uncertainty, these photographs remind us that some questions may never be answered. Yet, it is in the pursuit of understanding that we find meaning. A journey that, much like the images themselves, is filled with wonder and intrigue. And perhaps, in the shadows of these photographs, we may catch a glimpse of something greater, a connection to the mysteries that bind us all.